night. And we are underway here in Washington with former Canadian Olympian Kaylin Kyle. I'm Corey Cohen, joining you from Tacoma to close out your weekend between the Reign and Kansas City. Kansas City wearing the red and teal on the road. Reign wearing white. Fishlock could not link up there with Zierra King.
And Sam Lady making a tactical adjustment for OL Reign, just pushing Marajan and Fishlock as that double pivot, having Huerta play underneath that front line. You could see in the last two matches, I mean, you look at the goals, they hadn't scored any in the last two matches and they conceded 5 goals. So I like this, having Huerta just playing a little bit closer to this front line. I do like her out on the wing, but she's got magic when the ball is at her feet.
Here's a chance for the Reign, heading from the left side of your screen to the right. A long distance strike right into the hands of Nicole Barnhart, the veteran goalkeeper for Kansas City, 39 years old, from Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Had 54 caps with the U.S. women's national team. Previously with FC Kansas City under that organization, then went to Utah when Kansas City closed up shop, and now back in KC. She's got 14 saves in 4 starts so far this year. Taken away by the Reign. Here's Bethany Balser. Lauren Barnes. She's played the most NWSL minutes ever.
And back into the starting 11, was left off for a few matches back-to-back, which was interesting because I think without the likes of Lauren Barnes in this back line, they lose that leadership. I think Cook slotting into this center back role since coming back from Europe has been a great addition to the side, but I think they struggle when they don't have Lauren Barnes into this starting 11.
Absolutely, she has so much experience, that veteran leadership. Here's Celia. Sent forward, it's a foot race, and now played back to Barnhart. Here's a chance, the strike, and the goal! Bethany Balser! In the 3rd minute, the Reign go up 1-0.
And this is the start that OL Reign needed to have. Back-to-back losses, hadn't scored a goal in 2 games, conceded 5 goals. They're going up against a struggling Kansas City side. They needed to start this game. They needed to press high up the pitch. You see here, you see Rachel Corsi play this one back to Barnhart. Barnhart, just this one-time pass centrally. Terrible goalkeeping error here. This ball needs to go up and on that Route 1 football, not a soft pass to your center back that's not even looking at you. You have Bethany Balser on that front foot, snipping at the doorstep, puts this one away. It's a well-deserved 1-0 goal for OL Reign 3 minutes into this game.
Balser, her 2nd goal of the season. She's the 2019 NWSL Rookie of the Year. And as a fun fact, scored the first ever Reign goal in Tacoma. So a big mistake from the veteran goalkeeper, Nicole Barnhart. Kansas City trails 1-0. Zierra King cannot keep it in.
In order, you're starting to see Marajan obviously dropping into that deep-lying midfield role. We saw her play as that number 9, then slowly worked her way back into that false 9, and now sitting where she's very comfortable, getting the ball at her feet, dictating the tempo, putting balls, early balls at Route 1, turning this back line and making it very difficult to read how OL Reign are going to build up.
Balser takes it away. Zierra King. Could not hold on to it there. So a throw for the Reign. taken away. Here's a chance for Kansas City. Victoria Pickett looking to lead a counterattack. Goes wide, finds Jessica Silva. The cross. Poor clearance and still a chance. Back out, Silva. Takes a strike, and it is saved by Sarah Buadi.
And this is a great reaction from Kansas City, not dropping their head, not taking the air out of the tires, I guess you can say, with that early on goal from OL Reign. The build-up play, I love the midfield. I said that they're going to play a massive role in this game, which they need to be both defensively and offensively, and we've just seen there, picking the ball up in that midfield, driving at this back line of OL Reign because they send numbers forward in the attack.
Sent sky high. Another chance perhaps for the Reign. A throw on the way. Headed up, here's another chance in the box! The strike off target from Les Sommer.
It's a shaky first 6 minutes from Kansas City with that back four, and the goalkeeping error just seems to all be off page. You can see here just a missed header, and then second center back not reading that Corsi, not getting on, winning that first initial aerial battle. And again, when you have a center back that's going up against someone like King, that King is very good in the air, you need to cover and support. You need to move your feet just in case Corsi misses that, like we've just seen.
Coming all the way out is Buadi, 34-year-old from Caen, France. Has been with Lyon since 2009, nearly 200 appearances with them, and has been loaned from Lyon to OL Reign, a club now owned by Olympique Lyonnais. Corner on the way. Few of those players, including Eugénie Les Sommer, 32-year-old, also from France, also on loan from Olympique Lyonnais, has been there since 2010. And so, even with OL Reign missing a few players to the Olympics, they've been able to replenish some players from Europe. Here's a strike right to Barnhart.
And that takes time as well, the struggling pains of bringing players in, the change of lineup, the change of coach early on in the season. It takes time. It takes time. I think a lot of times when players do come from Europe, they think, you know, the NWSL, it's a good league, but I don't think they realize how good of a league it is, how quick of a league it is, how technical and tactical the league is as well. So it's very difficult to adjust and then add the travel into that. That's one thing that European players don't realize when coming to the NWSL, just how much travel there is and how much it does take out of you.
The three fairly recent additions who were not with the club in the preseason were out there. Les Sommer, Merijan, and Buadi all joined partway through this season. And it's been tough because of all the travel, because of the amount of games. You don't have a ton of time to train. When we spoke to Sam Leahy, he was telling us that it's been difficult because they haven't really been able to train. That said, he said the quality these players are, it doesn't take too long for them to feel comfortable and be able to transition into this league. Here's a chance for KC. Some room on the left. Jessica Silva with a cross and nobody there. Silva had a nice cross, but no other Kansas City player on the receiving end. Here's Rachel Corsi, sends it forward, and Buadi makes the grab. Had 149 caps for the French national team. Joined the starting 11 a little over a month ago. Throw for Celia. Good pressure from Kansas City. Now tracking back, Corsi Plays it to Barnhart. Could we see the same error twice? Still great pressure from the Reign. King making life difficult for Corsi. Sent up great pressure from OL Reign.
And Corsi's done extremely well here as a center back. Barnhart, she has to realize that Corsi has two players that are coming on her as a center back. She doesn't have an outlet. Her fullback has gone high and wide. So she is left isolated. As a goalkeeper, you need to realize that. You've already got caught out once for not putting your foot through the ball and getting it up the pitch. You're under pressure. There's no need to put a center back in a situation like that. Rachel Corsi did extremely well.
Foul called against Fishlock and the Reign as Labonta hit the ground. Jessica Silva, 26-year-old from Portugal. Knocked away, and a corner coming up for Kansas City. Silva, another former Lyon player, though she was not loaned to OL Reign as part of that partnership, but did spend the last couple of years with Olympique Lyonnais. Corner on the way for Kansas City. Their first of the evening. Headed up. Settled by Pickett. And nothing there for Kansas City. Huody was looking to get it to Le Sommer. Kansas City has it. As for the moment. Now OL Reign in the midfield. Sierra King streaking on the right. Fishlock looks. Not enough behind the pass. She'll try again. Fishlock with the shot. And too much this time.
And this is a great run from King down this right-hand side. Just pulls off the back shoulder of that fullback. Is looking for the channel of Fishlock to hit her between that center back, fullback channel. And Fishlock just not getting enough on it.
13th minute here from Tacoma, Washington. A 1-0 lead for the Reign after a third-minute goal from Bethany Balser. Played back.
And you can hear Sam Lady on the sideline saying, don't stop the ball. And this is what OL Reign need to do. They need to dictate the tempo. They have so many world-class players that are so good with the ball at their feet. That 1-2 touch football. Stop trying to take that 3-4 touches. Slow the tempo of the game down. Move this Kansas City side.
Here's a chance. Slide tackle. And a whistle will send that the other way. Sam Lady, the interim head coach now for OL Reign. He has been with this club for years. He's been an assistant since 2013, and certainly when I was talking to him, obviously with any interim head coach, first-time head coach, there are going to be some growing pains and some things you don't know. That said, he has been under 3 head coaches in Laura Harvey, Vlatko Antonovsky, and Farid Benstiti. He's been able to learn a ton.
And it's not even him learning. He's grown up in the football world. I was lucky enough to play under him when Laura Harvey was there. He loves the game, he's passionate about the game, and he knows how to manage players. Not a lot of coaches know how to do that. They don't know tactics. They either don't know tactics good enough and they're good at managing players, or they can manage players or they know tactics extremely well and can't manage players. He's a very good balance of both.
Says this team does not need to change directions or hit any sort of a reset button. Obviously, it was not the start to the season that they're looking for. Now in the box, a chance for a second goal. Balser, no one there. Excuse me, not Balser. Lauren Barnes. Barnes loses it. And a foul called against Barnes. So now Kansas City has it. Sam Leahy was telling me that he thinks this team just needs to be the best version of themselves, that they need to not reset, but just evolve. And that so much of this week in training was really focused inward, and it was about this team being the best version of themselves that they can be. And really trying to unlock that as we approach the rest of the season. Nice dribbling here. Crossed, King gets a touch. The long strike from Fishlock, again, too much.
And I don't mind this from Fishlock early on in the game, but we've seen it now twice from Fishlock when there is players up in and around the box. We've seen Fishlock score from these moments, but you can even see here, she's not happy with her decision to hit this one first time. Again, you have numbers forward, settle down on the ball, move the ball, 1-2 touch, really move this back line of Kansas City and get in a better goal scoring opportunity.
Hyatt plays it to Barnes. Forward, sprinting, but not able to get there. Les Omer. A throw on the way, though, for the Reign. So there we see Kate Del Fava from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Sent into the box, cleared. And cleared again. Nice work from Gabby Vincent. Boadi coming all the way out, and you see that confidence from the veteran. Forward, great through ball, finding Celia in the box. Manages to hold on. And then a foul called against the Reign.
And this is what Boadi can add to this side. And you just touched on it, Corey. The confidence in which she plays in. She's great with the ball at her feet. Steps through the two center backs, pushes Cook wide, which naturally allows Celia to get higher up the pitch and create those overloads. So you're not having Fishlock and Marajan drop through to make that three through the back. You can use your goalkeeper to make that three through the back. Not a lot of goalkeepers have that confidence to do it. Now, can she almost play that in a cat and mouse? Because we've seen sometimes getting caught too high with the ball at her feet and getting done.
Out of bounds. Throw on the way from Celia, formerly played with the Spain national team. Sierra King,
ooh,
still dribbling, great work. Took a knock at the end, a lot of contact there. King is frustrated. Here's Fishlock. Couldn't find King on the pass. There's a chance, Mallory Weber. Back with the Reign. Out of bounds and a throw coming.
Much better from Kansas City, pressing higher up the pitch. I love that they're putting the OL Reign under pressure, not allowing them that time and space, especially on a narrow field. Kansas City can do this. They have a little bit more energy to have in a game like this when the field dimensions are a little bit tighter. Love that they're not allowing that back line to find passes into Marajan and Fishlock.
Crossed. Kansas City gets there first. Taken right back by the Reign. A little back and forth here in the midfield. Slide tackle. A little too dangerous, says the referee, Karen Apt. So that's a foul on Jennifer Marajan, the German international. We'll take a look at it.
You can see it here. I mean, there's not much to it. She does win the ball, maybe gets a little bit of her, but this is what Kansas City need. We touched on in the pregame with the three midfielders of Labonta, Pickett, and Vincent. Can they get on the ball? Can they drive at players? And can they have the confidence that they know that Marajan, Fishlock, Huerta are going to come through them? They're going to make big tackles, and just the ability to nick past them or create opportunities and fouls.
Labonta. West Coast native from Southern California, went to Stanford. Was one of those players formerly with Kansas City, then went to Utah, then back to Kansas City. The changing clubs. 21st minute, free kick. Looking toward the far post. Silva has positioning. Dribbles forward, loses positioning. And a foul called on Silva.
And one player that's really impressed me for OL Reign, especially the last few games where they've been really up and down, because you look at the game Chicago 3 games ago, they absolutely dominated from start to finish, then struggled the last 2 matches, conceding again 5 goals, not getting on the score sheet. But Huerta has been brilliant in these games, just getting out of tight spaces, living on the ball. And what I mean by living on the ball is just being able to dictate the tempo, change the point of attack in this midfield.
Another chance for the Reign. Play back from Huerta. Back to Huerta. Now King. Still dribbling. Now Celia with it. The cross. Too high. And now sent out of bounds by Kristen Edmonds. Second minute. The Reign have controlled this match. Play back. Sierra King, 22-year-old from South Jersey. Sent in, looking for Balser. Some solid defense there from Kate Del Fava. It will be a corner, though.
I think Balser is just a brilliant little player. She's so smart off the ball. It's a great ball in from Celia down this right-hand side. But we saw in that game versus Chicago when Balser got on the score sheet, it's this darting run that she makes across the box. It's the change of pace that she does as well, and just playing on the back shoulder until that very last minute. It takes a little bit of a weird touch. She reads it wrong, but again, this late running from Balser into the box is so dangerous.
Here's a chance, far post, it's loose. Kept with the Reign. The appeal for whose ball is it, they say, with the Reign. Sierra King. Back out to Celia. Face taking her time. Celia to King. Alana Cook plays it all the way back. Good passing here in the midfield. Huerta. Control. Here's Alana Cook. Fishlock switches fields, but a poor pass and a chance for Kansas City. Nice cutback there from Mariana Larroquette, the goal scorer last week, to earn a point against Gotham.
And it's a great recovery from Jess Fishlock, but this first 23 minutes, she's been struggling in the attacking presence, which we normally don't see from her. We normally see her being able to hit those 20, 30-yard diags, those passes, those splitting passes in between the midfield and back line.
Here's another chance for Fishlock, some contact. Ref says play on. Fishlock able to get back up. Huerta plays it to her left. Back to Huerta, now Fishlock. Some room in front of her, chipped forward. In the box, though. At the edge of the 18. Sommer was deflected. Now Silva. Kansas City looking to get out of trouble. A lot of contact and a foul on Silva as King goes down.
It's great defensive work from Kansas City just to control Simmer down that left-hand side, not getting stuck in, no silly tackles in and around the box. And then this is a great heads-up play from King. She knows that that ball is just getting just a little touch in and around her, and she doesn't commit a foul. She just holds her body, holds her feet, moves her feet, and then just turns her body. It's great defensive work from King.
So a set piece on the way here for the Reign. Played with so much control thus far. Here's Marajan, born in Hungary but raised in Germany. Over 100 caps with the German national team. And normally a member of Olympique Lyonnais, on loan here. Sent into the box, a little too much behind it. There's Marajan. Suffered a pulmonary embolism back in 2018. Pretty incredible. Obviously, not just that she's alive, but still able to play at a remarkably high level. A blood clot issue is extremely serious. Kansas City passing around in the back third. Little indecisiveness from Barnhart. Also nearly made her pay again. More pressure. No foul. Kansas City still has it. Corsi plays it to her left.
Quite frankly, it's not good enough from Barnhart in this first 26 minutes. 3 massive goalkeeping errors and 3 of the same mistakes she continues to make. One cost them the goal for that first goal. Second one, trying to play Rachel Corsi when she has 2 players coming up here. And then we've just seen that same opportunity again. So for Barnhart, can she get into halftime, maybe have a word with her trainer of being able to switch the mindset of it? Because right now she's in her own head, and you can see it because she's making the exact same mistake time and time again.
Normally this season, Kansas City, they've gone back and forth in the goalkeeping battle between Nicole Barnhart and Abby Smith. Smith is injured. She's out tonight with a thigh injury. Smith had entered, they both entered, I should say, today. Smith had played 5, had started 5 games. Barnhart had started 4. Some nice pressure from Kansas City. So Smith with that thigh injury. It's Nicole Barnhart in the starting position. And it's been a tough start. Still, though, just 1 goal conceded. She can turn it around, and the offense can find the back of the net. They can all salvage this. Kansas City in the attacking third. Lara Kett. Balser chasing after it. Again, this time Balser takes it away. Managing to hold on to it, and a foul called against Kansas City. It was on Del Fava.
And that's the second time we've seen
Tried to move quickly, it didn't pay off.
Del Fava make the same mistake as well. So for that back line and the goalkeeper, that's the area where you need your most communication of when to step, when to drop, when you want the ball to your feet, how you can guide your midfield. And right now we're just not seeing it. Rachel Corsi.
Now at the edge of the box, King, the extra pass, Balser again! The brace! Beautiful service from Huerta, and the second goal of the night for Bethany Balser.
And this is a copy and paste from 3 weeks ago versus Chicago. Huerta down this right-hand side, a perfectly timed pass, perfectly weighted, spinning away from the goalkeeper into the path of Balser. This is what I touched on earlier in this match with Balser in this 11 of what she adds. It's her vision and awareness off the ball. Again, Huerta starting off centrally. King, I love that she just puts her foot on this, allows Huerta to roll through that channel, and Balser, it's that run that she makes off the back shoulder that's so difficult to pick up, and it's her change of pace and the power she gets behind this to make the Reign go up 2-0. Brilliant little build-up play down this right-hand side. Fantastic goal. Balser, well done.
Just an excellent play from all 3 involved. Sierra King doesn't get credited with the assist, but an excellent start to that play with the no-look pass to Huerta. Beautiful service from Sofia Huerta, and Balser with that run. She's had a nose for goal since her rookie year in 2019. Bit of a slow start to this season, just 1 goal before tonight. All of a sudden, she has got 3.
She's just such a fun player to watch as well, not only in the attack, but the defensive work she does as well. She really dictates the tempo. She sets the line of attack. Yes, the OL Reign have been struggling this season, but one player that seems to show up week in, week out is Bethany Balser.
About a half an hour in, and Balser has 2 goals. The Reign have a 2-0 lead. Set piece on the way for Kansas City. We'll see what can come of this. Kansas City looking for their first ever win. Delivered and caught by Bueti. Sierra King. King, formerly with Utah, and then of course Utah folded and Kansas City emerged. So she knows a lot of these players very well. Was the 8th overall pick last year for Utah. This is her first year with the Reign. Balser again. Goes to her left. Solid pass from Les Sommer, but a goal kick coming for Kansas City. Visit NWSLshop.com to find your club's latest gear. Support your favorite NWSL club with the latest tees, sweatshirts, hats, novelties, and more. Sent forward. Nice run back from Alana Cook. A slow pass. Nearly a mistake, just as we've seen on the other end. Here's a strike, not too much behind it from Labonta.
And we've seen the same mistake now at the opposite end with Bueti playing a player that has pressure on her. Again, fantastic from Hyatt that just lobs that one around, doesn't take a touch. It's that no-look pass because she knows she's in trouble.
Again, a little indecisiveness from the back line, Rachel Corsi. And she's a veteran player. It's a bit odd to see the lack of confidence from both Barnhart and Corsi, who've had so much experience and so much leadership.
And I wouldn't even say it's Corsi. Corsi hasn't had a lack of any of that. It's just bad goalkeeping errors which led to it. I would say Del Fava has struggled a little bit in this first 32 minutes, but Corsi's the one that needs to step up. She needs to be that vocal leader to really guide this back line and to maybe have a word with Barnhart. Look, we don't want the ball at her feet. Put your foot through the ball. Just have that quick communication on the pitch, that foot through it, get our numbers up, get this back line attached to this midfield, and then win that first and second phase.
King still down. Larroquette just got up. Take a look at the replay to see exactly what happened. Didn't look too terrible at first glance, but King still struggling. And the 22-year-old from South Jersey has been so energetic thus far tonight. So hopefully she's all right and we'll be able to play out at least a significant portion of this game. It's been an exciting weekend of NWSL thus far. Exciting soccer weekend as a whole. The Chicago-Houston game also happening right now.
Oh, don't ruin it.
I'm not going to ruin it.
Don't
I'm just
ruin
saying
it.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
You almost did that for the Euros, and I caught you. I've learned my lesson far too many times.
Yes, many people record, DVR, watch later, don't want to know. Completely get that, totally respect it.
But exciting matches all around.
Absolutely. That Euro final not going the way that many would have wanted. Present company included. But what, there's been so much great soccer this weekend. Always a game to turn things around, something else. One game ends, there's another to get you back in, captivate you. In the midfield, Kansas City wins it. Balser takes it away. 36th minute here from Tacoma, a 2-0 lead for OL Reign over Kansas City. Coming to you live from Cheney Stadium. I'm Corey Cohen with my partner, former Olympian Kaylin Kyle. Here's a chance for Fishlock, still running. The extra pass, King! And cleared.
And that's the Jess Fishlock that we usually see, connecting those passes. King just being a step off, not getting a clean touch. But this is where Jess Fishlock is so dangerous. And tactically, she's able to do it in this match.
Offside flag up.
Because the likes of Marajan, Sam Leidy's made that tactical adjustment, dropping Marajan and Fishlock in as that double pivot screen. Naturally, Marajan usually sits in a little bit more and allows Jess Fishlock to join this attack. And then naturally, just Huerta doing what she does best, floating out wide, rolling inside, playing a little bit closer to Balser. Really, just the fluidity of this team can be electric when they're on. It's extremely difficult for a defense to lock in, hold in because of those late runners like we've just seen, Fishlock driving at you and King rolling inside, Balser rolling outside.
Laid back from Alana Cook. Fishlock. Send forward. Here's a chance for the Reign. Played left. Edge of the box. The cross. King. Deflected. King again. What a save. Barnhart keeps it from a 3-0 scoreline.
And this is exactly what Barnhart needed at a moment like this. We've saw 3 times already early on this first 45 minutes of the mistakes that she has made. 1 that led to the goal and 2 almost leading to goals. But it's Huerta again. The ability to pick this ball up in the midfield, find Lissamer down this left-hand side. A good quality ball into the box. King being at the right spot at the right time. Great save from Barnhart.
Labonta. Still dribbling. Nice pass. And just given away to the Reign. Fishlock. Huerta. Played back. Celia to Fishlock. Intercepted by Kansas City. It's a fight for it. Now some room for KC. Gabby Vincent. Forward, nice find. Labonta plays it to her left. Plenty of room, plenty of time here. Larroquette services. Now edge of the box. Silva. Knocked out. Edmonds to Silva. There's not much to do here. Headed away by the Reign. Here's Weber. Weber cuts in, looking for a partner. And off the hop, it is Buadi.
It's great build-up from Kansas City, building up through that midfield. Labonta playing in that pocket of space just behind the 2 screens of Marajan and Fishlock. They don't see her, gets on that half turn, drives forward, and allows numbers to get high and wide with Silva, Larroquette, and Rodriguez leading this line.
th minute. Approaching halftime, the Reign lead 2-0. And out of bounds. A throw on the way for the Reign. Celia. King got a touch. Back to Zierra King. Two defenders. Marjan was behind. And a little too much contact there from Celia. 26-year-old from Spain. Went to the University of Alabama. Forward takes a hop. And right back to the Reign. Nice evening for some soccer out here in Tacoma, Washington. 80 degrees, not too much humidity here in the Pacific Northwest. Labonta. Barnes gets there first, nice fake. Some time and space for OL Reign. Played all the way back to Sam Hyatt, now Barnes. Alana Cook. Ball from Huerta. Now on the left flank. A lot of contact. Le Sommer. King. Fishlock, the strike, it's off the mark. Final minutes of the opening half. Again, the Rangers controlling things. Fishlock. Taken away by KC. Trying to string together a couple nice passes. Forward, a little too heavy there. And Boadi comes out. Final minute and change of this opening half. Kaylin, I think fair to say that the Reign certainly deserve the 2-0 lead that they will likely take into halftime.
Yeah, but it started with a big mistake from Barnhart at the back, which you rarely see her make mistakes like that. And we've saw 3 already in this first 45 minutes, and the Reign had made them pay. But then you've seen...
Here's a chance. Huerta cuts back. Red shirts everywhere. And fighting for it. And a late whistle called against the Reign. Le Sommer unhappy about that.
And then just jumping back to my point, yeah, the Reign have been on the front foot, but KC has had moments of good play, the build-up play, finding players like Labonta playing in between the midfield and back line, getting on the half turn, whipping balls into the box. Now can they consistently do it? A little bit bobbly the first 15 minutes. Again, goalkeeper error, center back error as well. Now they're starting to find a little bit of a rhythm, starting to play a little bit quicker. I love when they're pressing OL Reign higher up the pitch and not allowing them to find tempo on the ball.
About 2 minutes of stoppage time. Kansas City with the ball here. Still dribbling. Weber in the box, deflected on the cross, the strike, brilliant save from Bouhaddi. To keep this at the 2-goal advantage, Fishlock perhaps can make it a 3-goal advantage. Les Sommer, not much on that touch. A lot of contact. And it will be a free kick on the way for Kansas City. But we've got to take another look at that save from Bouhaddi.
And it's a fantastic save from Bouhaddi, but this is that buildup that I was alluding to earlier on with Kansas City. They're starting to find their way into this match, starting to find confidence. It's a brilliant save. Yes, Larroquette knocked it right at her. So Bouhaddi didn't really need to move. She just needed to be strong, have strong hands as well, just to knock that one out of danger. But Kansas City, again, starting to find those midfield gaps, starting to find those players rolling out wide, getting balls into the box. You see Lauren Barge just picking up a yellow card here because of the floods of pressure that Kansas City has been putting on.
If Casey wants to get back into this, this is the way. An accidental Mandalorian reference for anyone out there who picked up on it. Perhaps the final play of the opening half. Sent in between a couple Reign players and now cleared. Just pinballed between their heads. Sent back forward, a lot of players in an offside position. A low cross and finally cleared again. And there is the halftime whistle. So the Reign enter the half up 2-0. The second half now underway here from Washington State. Here from Cheney Stadium in Tacoma with my partner, Olympian Kaylin Kyle. I'm Corey Cohen. Thrilled to be joining you to close out your NWSL weekend. Kansas City wearing red on the road, OL Reign wearing white at home. So now 2 pickets out on the field for Kansas City. Victoria and Kiki. Here's a chance. Still in the box. An opening. Labonta takes the strike right into a body. Some contact in the midfield and a foul called against Kansas City. King has taken a couple rough hits so far this evening. There's Kiki Pickett, rookie in this league. Reign holding on to a 2-0 lead. Here comes the throw from Eugenie Les Sommer. Les Sommer to Balser. Some good pressure from the Reign. Looking to counterattack now. Ref says play on. Jessica Silva in the box. Some great footwork. Silva the cross. Couldn't link up. Edmonds made it all the way forward. Back into the box. Silva on this near sideline. Taken away by the Reign, now cleared. Still in play.
And this is what we wanted to see in the second 45 minutes from Kansas City, to come out here and not take the foot off the gas pedal.
Here's a chance. Labonta still dribbling. Saved. And out of play. Sarah Buadi. A great save. Labonta so creative there.
And we saw Labonta in that first 45 minutes living in between those team parts and really making magic happen. And we're seeing it early on in this second 45 minutes. This is how they needed to start. They needed to put OL Reign on the back foot, get on the ball, take players on. We just saw it from Silva down this right-hand side, and now Huerta. So can they make something from this set piece opportunity?
Corner on the way. Labonta. Sent in and caught by Buadi. Here's a chance. Les Sommer takes some contact and a foul called. And the yellow card will come out for Mallory Weber. You can't do that. Chance come out here in Tacoma. As we take a look at the replay, this was the chance of the game really thus far for Kansas City.
And it's a great opportunity. You see that first thought from that deep midfield role. First thought, can we play forward? Can we get behind the OL Reign backline? And then Huerta making a little bit of magic happen at her feet.
There's a chance for the Reign. A little too much. So both left backs have picked up yellows. Lauren Barnes for the Reign, Mallory Weber for KC. Ahead in there, no contact. King on the right flank. Crosses, looking for Huerta. Edge of the box, the strike! Parried over the crossbar.
And King has had a good performance here. It's a great ball into the box. Defender wins it, but nods it down to the one player sitting top of the box with no real pressure on it. There's 4 players in and around her, but no one tight enough to really move Lessemer off the ball and allows her that time and space for a good shot.
Short cross. Sent back in and cleared by Kate Del Fava. Still with OL Reign. Perhaps looking to counterattack. Right back though, Les Sommer. Lays it out, Marichon. Now King in the box. King! Nicely done by Barnhart. Sierra King has been so electric thus far. Barnhart improving play in the second half. Set in by Marichon. Off a body. There's Labonta. Leading the charge. Forward. Too much on it though. And it can safely be sent back to Buadi.
And when Kansas City has done well, they found that outlet pass. So when someone's on it, someone's breaking the line, finding either that ball in and behind this back 4 of OL Reign, or finding that midfield with Labonta just sitting in between the team parts. But when Labonta's on the ball, she needs someone to do the work that she does. So someone in that midfield, Pickett, getting into those spaces so she has that quick outlet release pass to allow numbers to get higher in and around the ball.
More pressure. Bethany Balser looking for that hat trick. Here's a chance. Le Sommer. Corner on the way. It's a low corner. Huerta took a big hit. And again, nobody there. The Reign can reset.
And for Kansas City, they have nothing to lose at this point. They're 2-0 down. They're bottom of the table. They have no wins on the season. Go for this match. It's a small pitch. Start pressing. Start getting your numbers up. Start living higher up the pitch. Not allowing OL Reign to have that time and space to connect those passes, to have their center backs dictate the tempo, and then finding their deep-lying midfield players of Marozsan and Fishlock. Leave it all out on the pitch right now, because right now, again, you go back to the table, you go back to goals scored, you go back to statistics for Kansas City, nothing really going in their favor. So change it up, start pressing.
We'll see if they try to make that adjustment. 55th minute. Kansas City still scoreless. The Reign have 2 goals from Bethany Balser. As Fishlock plays it back, but the offside flag was up. They're still playing. Open net, cleared. An interesting call to keep playing. The assistant referee had the flag up. It was overruled by the head referee, Karen Apt.
Which you rarely see. When it comes down to linesmen, they have the best view of an offside position rather than a referee that's in the middle of the park.
Loose in the box, Balser chasing it. Now has it, lays it off. Fishlock, King! Saved by Barnhart.
And this is where King in that final third just needs to clean up just the inconsistency. Sometimes she is on, makes the right decision. She has Jess Fishlock diving in from that late midfield run. All she has to do is tap it across the box, and this game is 3-0.
Sent back in, nobody there though. Nice little spin move there in the midfield from Labonta. Contact. Won by the Reign. Forward, it's a foot race. The Reign get there first. Tough position though. Nicely won by Le Sommer. Played back. Marozsan. Fishlock. Here's Lauren Barnes. Back to Fishlock, some room in front. Takes a strike, too high. Jess Fishlock, the Welsh legend. Over 100 appearances and has been an NWSL legend as well. Was named to the NWSL Team of the Month in May. Has gotten Best 11 honors 4 times in her career. '58th minute now with Olympian Kaylin Kyle. I'm Corey Cohen, joining you live on Paramount Plus. Now coming out and letting it go was Bouadi. A little dangerous there.
And someone that has been extremely quiet tonight in the first 60 minutes is Rodriguez up top. Now, she is, yes, being very isolated, but we've seen time and time again with Labonta picking the ball up in the midfield. Amy Rodriguez needs to make a decision. Is she breaking that back line? Is she making those channel runs? Or does she need to pop off that back line in order to open up a little bit of space, have a center back step in order for those wide players with Silva and Kiki Pickett to roll behind? Right now, she's just too static in that front line.
Set piece on the way from Labonta. Here's a chance. Barnes has it. Play is stopped. And the offside flag was up. Buadi plays it to Barnes. Balser gets a piece. Both players missed on where that ball was headed. Kept alive. Kiki Pickett gets there first. Player down for the Reign. Fishlock didn't anticipate that pass from Balser. Still a throw coming for OL Reign. Lauren Barnes back in the starting 11. Some good pressure from Silva. Fishlock all the way back, and Buadi comes out. Barnes. Bessomer to Fishlock. Here's Huerta. Sends it in the head, off the mark from Lesomera.
And Huerta has been so impressive this season so far, whether they've started her or brought her off the bench. I prefer when she starts in the starting 11 because she just adds so much. She has the ability to play in as a number 10 role. She has the ability to roll wide in that number 10 role and put good quality balls into the box. We've seen it time and time again, that link-up play between her and Balser getting on the score sheet, and we've almost just seen it there with Lesamer.
Huerta, the former Houston Dash player from Boise, Idaho. Here's a chance for the Reign. They switch fields. Wide open on the left flank, Lauren Barnes. Nice find to Fishlock. Back to Barnes, crosses it, Balser! Nicely done by Barnhart. Balser looking for that hat trick. Pickett loses it. I should say Victoria Pickett. Again, there are two Picketts on the field for KC.
And this is what Lauren Barnes adds to the side. I mentioned it early on in the game, just her calmness that she brings when she is in the starting 11. We've just seen the build-up play down the left-hand side with Jess Fishlock, and then winning the ball back immediately that puts them on this break.
Great service here, finding Sierra King. Inside the 18. Cuts back. Heavy touch. King was in an offside position, so she couldn't make a play on that ball. And out of bounds. Good defense there from Mallory Weber. Sub here for Kansas City. Addie McCain will enter. And Gabby Vincent will leave.
And it wasn't a bad performance by Vincent. It was just a quiet performance by her, not getting on the ball, not helping LeBonta out. So bringing someone like a McCain in, maybe she can be that difference maker in that midfield, because like I alluded to early on, this is going to come down to this midfield battle, whether it's OL Reigns, Marajan, Fishlock Huerta against LeBonta, Pickett, and Vincent obviously just subbed in, McCain subbing in for her.
McCain, a rookie. She was the 17th overall pick in this year's NWSL draft. Swing and a miss there. Now with Kansas City. A little slow looking for Pickett. Balser takes it away. Fishlock. Through ball for King. Not able to keep it in play, and a goal kick coming. Barnhart with FC Kansas City, then moved to Utah, then back to Kansas City with this new club. She was the starter at the beginning of the season, then sat as Abby Smith became the starting goalkeeper. And then last week, she started yet again, and Abby Smith is injured now with a thigh injury. Too much contact there. Free kick coming for KC. '65th minute now. We welcome you if you finish watching the Chicago-Houston match. It is 2-0 here from Cheney Stadium in Tacoma. Both goals in the first half coming from Bethany Balser in the 3rd minute and the 29th. Again with former Olympian Kaylin Kyle, I'm Corey Cohen. Your alliterative commentary team. This sent into the box, grabbed by Barnhart. Much improved in the second half than the first.
And she needed to be. 3 massive mistakes in that first 45 minutes, and now has come out here and really proven a point. Huge saves from her and has put some energy into this side.
Here's a chance for Kansas City. Silva now on the ball. Still dribbling, muscled off by Celia, and a goal kick on the way. Kansas City, desperate for a goal to make this competitive. Easy catch for Buadi. '67th minute here. Kansas City looking for their first win as this new club. Maybe they could bring in Kansas City's own Ted Lasso for a motivational pep talk. He's pretty good at those. I tell you, nothing makes me want to visit Kansas City more than famous Kansas Cityans. Or all Kansas Cityans, you just don't meet a ton if you don't live in the region. But just about everyone you've heard of who's come out of Kansas City seems like the best person on earth. Through ball, too much on it. There's Lo LeBonta. Between Jason Sudeikis and Paul Rudd, there must be something about Kansas City that prevents you from aging. Lauren Barnes. Substitution coming for Kansas City. Their next dead ball. Here's a chance. Labonta headed up. The shot right to Buadi. Silva, not the finish that she wanted. She will actually be subbing out in just a moment.
And I love that Vasconcelos is going to come in, but it's disappointing to see them make that substitute for Silva. Yes, it's a like-for-like swap, but Silva's gotten to dangerous opportunities. She's driving at the back line. She has been the most dangerous in that front three. Yes, Amy Rodriguez can score goals, but we haven't seen enough for her tonight, especially when you're going up against an OL Reign side that, yes, they dominated that first 45 minutes, but if we know anything about OL Reign, the confidence is down there. So you want players like Silva to continue to go at this back four.
Hugh Williams, the head coach for Kansas City, just seems desperate to find some combination, some player that can break through and get this attack going. They have not been able to, for the most part. A lot of contact. The play is whistled dead. Silva in pain, helped up by Buadi. Again, they were teammates at Lyon.
And this is that point that I was talking about, though. Silva going in hard, gets taken down from Buadi. Buadi slows her roll, but again, this is what you want. You don't want to sub a player like this with 20 minutes to go. That is the only player that has been threatening, whether it's a ball over the top, the pace, the ability of the 1v1 to take players on. Yes, it hasn't come off for a shot on target, but it's coming. It's breaking down this back four.
And a red card. My goodness, a red card issued to Sarah Buadi. Wow. It is rare that you see a red card given to a goalkeeper.
It is and it isn't, but in an opportunity like this, Buadi, she comes out off her line, she makes contact. It's a last player of Silva breaking this line. It's a goal-scoring opportunity. She touches it past her. Buadi doesn't get any of the ball, makes contact. Yes, does she slow her run up? 100%, but still makes contact on a player like Silva that is getting into this position. So for me as a goalkeeper, you need to make a decision, and we've seen it time and time again with Buadi in that net. Gets caught out way too high off of her line and then gets caught in that no-man land and almost has to force her decision for her. I need to come out because I'm too far away from my goal to be able to get back and track back and to make a save. So not a good goalkeeping decision from her. Gets caught out, makes the wrong decision, and pays with a player like Silva. It's the correct call.
So Buadi will exit the match, and by the way, that is how she pronounces the name. Meanwhile, Ella Diederich will enter the match for OL Reign. Now, it's not often that a goalkeeper has to come in the middle of a match as a replacement. This isn't even the first time that Diederich has done it this season. She had to come in earlier as a replacement. Those were just the very final minutes of the match. In this case, she'll have to play approximately 20 minutes. But in this very unique scenario, Ella Diederich has experience coming in mid-match.
And she's done well. I think one thing that we've seen from her when she did get subbed into that game, just her vocal communication. She made a big save. She really looked like she had confidence, and that's not easy to do when you have top goalkeepers playing in front of you there. It's nerve-wracking. Now she's coming into a game. They're 2-0 up at the moment. With KC making substitutes. Again, I don't agree with this substitute. Yes, Vasconcelos can add a lot off the bench, but we've just seen Silva make Buadi collect a red card because of her pace and then the ability with her ball at her feet. I mean, it's a weird substitute for me. For me, it's Amy Rodriguez needs to come off the pitch. She hasn't done enough here tonight. Yes, she can score goals. We all know that. But in a match like this where KC is bottom of the table, they have no wins, 3 draws, 6 losses, only 5 goals for, 13 goals against. Something needs to change.
That was the first straight red card on a goalkeeper in this league since 2014. So Diederich is coming on for Zierra King. Obviously, Buadi, who picked up the red card, there's no substitution there. So the Reign will be playing down a player just with 10, and Diederik subs in for King. So again, a unique scenario. Has not happened in this league since 2014. But this is what happens. You've got to have a field player sub out for a goalkeeper. And so now there are 9 field players plus Diederik in goal. Dangerous set piece coming for Kansas City. The strike from Edmonds off the post. The putback saved by the defense. Kansas City coming remarkably close.
This is a fabulous strike from Edmonds just outside the box, and exactly what the spark of this Kansas City team need. She strikes this so well inside of the foot, bending around that wall and just going off the woodwork, and then that rebound, again, getting saved. But this is that spark that Kansas City needed to have. They needed, yes, they got a shot on target, but also the red card. They're a man up, so can they keep going at this OL Reign side?
74th minute. The dynamics of this game have changed so much. The Reign playing with just 10, a new goalkeeper. Buadi, the veteran, is out. Diederik is in. Former Washington State player. Played a record 90 games with the Cougars. They have a lot of faith in Diederik. They know that she needs experience, and even in unusual circumstances, this is where she is getting that experience.
And this is where you get the best experience, in these unusual circumstances where you need to be switched on from the get-go. You can't make a mistake, and your team is really relying on you. We've seen it with her before, and we're probably going to see it again with her this evening.
So it'll go the other way. It's been an odd year at the goalkeeper position for OL Reign. It's been a bit of an odd year overall. Again, Sam Leahy, the head coach, the interim head coach, I should say, took over just before their match last weekend. Farid Benstiti and the club parted ways. Has not been the start of the season that they wanted, but Sam Leahy stressed to us that he doesn't think this team needs a reset. They just need to evolve and be the best version of themselves. There you see he is in the middle with the gray hair. Was an assistant coach with this club since 2013, so he knows the club. He's been an assistant under some great head coaches, and here he is as the interim head coach, and it's looking like he may start well, last week was tough, but he may get his first win as an interim head coach. Here's a chance, edge of the box, but the offside flag is up. Visit NWSLshop.com to find your club's latest gear. Support your favorite NWSL club with the latest tees, sweatshirts, hats, novelties, and more. Just a fairly chaotic last 10 minutes or so. Getting the first straight red for a goalkeeper in this league since 2014. Now the pandemonium that comes along with that. Offside flag easily goes up, no doubt about it.
And it's unfortunate with Buadi, but we've seen since her coming to the NWSL, she's made massive goalkeeping errors. One that led to a goal, then we've just seen a straight red like you alluded to since 2014. So her confidence is low, especially after a game like this where we've seen her make clinical errors in matches already. She is going to need to be switched on, but this also gives players an opportunity like Diederik here this evening to make an impact and maybe fight for that starting 11 spot to really put pressure on Buadi.
Kansas City has settled down a bit when it comes to the defensive side and goalkeeping. They've improved. The question is, can they find a goal? They found one in the 83rd minute last week from Lara Kett. She was subbed out earlier in this game. And they don't just need one goal like they did last week against Gotham. They need two. At least two. Of course, the club's still looking for their first ever win. That would be a Herculean task to get at least 3 goals with the remaining 12 minutes and change in this one. But I'm sure they will settle for a point on the road if they can manage it. There are about to be a bunch of substitutions for OL Reign. We will try to keep you as up to date as possible. Kansas City have spread out their substitutions. The Reign only making the one out of necessity. Meanwhile, another card given. Getting a little chippy out here. So a lot of chaos. This has NWSL After Dark vibes without actually being After Dark. It's been a weird one. We're thrilled that you've joined us with Kaylin Kyle. I'm Corey Cohen, live on Paramount Plus from Tacoma. '80th minute. Reign with a 2-0 lead. So the substitutions are going to happen now. Cruz, McNabb, Brooks, and Weatherholt. Sam Leahy opting to go the unconventional route of doing all the subs at once. Which is my managerial style in FIFA when I forget to hit pause. So Balser comes out, the brace scorer, 2 goals in the first half an hour that make all the difference so far in this game. Weatherholt comes in. Le Sommer comes out. So Balser, Le Sommer, Barnes, and Fishlock out. Weatherholt, Cruz, McNabb, and Brooks all in. Some tactical substitutions, both McNabb and Brooks defensive players. Sam Leahy knows his team's sitting on a 2-goal lead. And what's far more important than scoring again is preventing.
And I love this from Sam Leahy. Obviously, the assistant coach to 3 very good coaches, but has come in here and has subbed out players like Balser, Lissamer, Merjean, Fishlock, Barnes in order to get the 3 points. That says a lot about a manager, and that says a lot about the guts and the confidence he has, not only with a starting 11, but his whole team. And this is that point I made earlier on in the game. He knows tactically how to break down a game, but then he also knows how to manage players.
Now here is a chance for the Reign. After shifting to a defensive strategy, could they score? The strike off the side netting. '83rd minute. Kiki Pickett to Labonta. Too much contact there from Kristen McNabb. McNabb, usually a starter. She's led this team this season in clearances and passes, as well as successful passes. It's been a tough go for Kansas City, both tonight and all season long. Edmonds getting the talk. Sommer able to stand. So excuse me, I said Les Sommer subbed out. It was Marijan who subbed out. Not too often that we see 4 substitutions at once. Trying to keep track of all of them. Set piece on the way for Kansas City. '85th minute. They need 1 goal to at least make this competitive. Have a truly exciting final minutes. Here's the free kick. Sails an opening, and Diederik makes the grab.
And this is that confidence I was talking about with Diederik coming into this game. Yes, Buadi has proven that she has been a fantastic keeper in big leagues with national team, but has made too many mistakes since coming to the NWSL and now picking up this red card. Yes, they're 2-0 up, but this is an opportunity for a player to come into this match, make a statement, and say, look, you can have confidence in me. You can have confidence that I'm going to make big saves at big times, and I'm going to do the simple things right.
Another substitution on the way for Kansas City. Here's Labonta. And nobody there, so Diederik picks it up. It'll be just 1 sub for Kansas City. A little underwhelming, if you ask me, after the 4-on, 4-off substitution. Taken away by Pickett. Still going. Nice run by Kiki Pickett. The Reign win it back, but into the attacking third now. Labonta. Kansas City, switch fields. Just inside the 18. Reign just trying to clear it. And here's some room, McNabb. '87th minute. And for Kansas City, we see JC Johnson, 26-year-old from Missouri, enter the game for Kate Del Fava. This is a tactical substitution. Johnson more of an attacking player. Del Fava, a defender. Again, the Reign playing with 10 after the red card earlier to Sarah Buadi. A chance for the Reign. The fans here would love a 3rd goal. One back by Kansas City. KC plays it back. '88th minute now. Final minutes for Kansas City to at least score one, give themselves a chance. Amy Rodriguez got a touch, hasn't had all that many touches today. U.S. legend and Kansas City legend as well. Kept in play, nicely done. Still moving forward, McCain plays it to her right. Good defense there.
I think Kansas City can take some positives in the second 45 minutes. They've really gone at OL Reign. Yes, the scoreline doesn't say that, but I think some players that can really tip their hat tonight, Labonta in that midfield, really dictating the tempo, trying to hit that quick switch of play. Silva was brilliant, really shocked with that substitute, if I'm being completely honest, and it has nothing to do with Vasconcelos, because I think she should start in this team, the energy that she brings, and just the ability in and around the box. So players that have come on into this match for Kansas City are really pushing for that starting 11 spot.
Whole lot to figure out for Kansas City. A lot of contact there from Huerta. So it looks like there are going to be quite a few minutes of stoppage time. It's going to be 8.
A whole other half. This really is NWSL after dark, but without the dark here on the West Coast.
It's dark somewhere. Whole lot of pandemonium in this game. Really the second half. The first half was fairly smooth, fairly typical. Second half, there's been a lot. Nice defense there. So we'll see at least 8 minutes of stoppage time. Plenty of time for Kansas City to at least get one. The fans here not happy when they announced 8 minutes of stoppage time. They want the 3 points and to head back home. That's a strike, Diederich, nicely done.
And for Kansas City, they have a man up. They need to be a little bit more ruthless in and around and really start fighting for balls. Put balls, start playing route one, whip balls in from the side, get runners in, late midfield runners as well. Far too casual with the ball, not playing quick enough. You really need to start putting OL Reign on the back foot.
Again, it's been an odd game here. Another card.
And has been an odd game, so really important for OL Reign with the 5 substitutes that they have brought in to really keep their heads in a match like this. Don't get into anything silly, no stupid fouls in and around the box. You've already picked up a straight red card through your keeper. Can you collect the 3 points here? Can you keep a clean sheet and move into that next match with a little bit more confidence in the struggling OL Reign side?
Yeah, at this point, the Reign primarily playing against the clock. Reign players point to the assistant referee. The offside flag was up. They're always the first to turn their heads, whichever team's on defense. That time, they did see that flag go up. Still plenty of time remaining here in stoppage time. We're couple injury stoppages, some long substitution stoppages, the red card stoppage. Still, 8 is a healthy length of extra time, stoppage time. We'll see if Kansas City can make anything of it. The Reign don't really need to. They can just walk out of here with 3 points and win in front of their fans and be happy getting the first win for their interim head coach, Sam Leahy.
And a win puts them into that middle of the pack. Yes, still second from the bottom with 10 points, but only 6 from the top for North Carolina. So this 3 points here for OL Reign could be the turnaround for their season in order to push them into that playoff zone.
Absolutely. Really, the only team, assuming this result holds, that would be left out of it would be Kansas City, sitting with 3 points. OL Reign would move up to 10. Here's a chance, though. Cut back. The extra pass. Fakes a strike. Labonta took a deflection, and Diederich makes the grab. So if this result holds, Kansas City would stay at the bottom, fairly far back, unless they can really turn things around. But you're totally right, Kaylin. Everyone else would be bunched up between 6 points. First place is a 3-way tie with 16 points. And then 9th place would be OL Reign with 10. That's 2 weeks. And absolutely no game in this league is easy to predict or a guaranteed win. Washington dominated North Carolina yesterday. That surprised a few.
Look at the games even tonight with Houston losing to Chicago Red Stars, and you look at Chicago starting to turn around there. It really is anyone's league at this point, and I think this is why it's been the most exciting season to date since NWSL kicked off.
Here's a long distance strike. Diederich makes the grab. Addie McCain has done well since coming in.
And yes, it's a long-distance shot. Sorry for interrupting you, Corey. It's a long-distance shot. But Diederich, you love to see this as a goalkeeper coming in, trying to build confidence, trying to get minutes under your belt, and coming in as a substitute with a straight red card. I'm going to go back to my point because I have not been impressed by Buadi since coming to the NWSL. Big goalkeeping errors, big mistake leading to goals, and then a straight red card that hasn't happened since 2014 in the league.
Here's another chance. Diederich calls for it and falls on it. Yeah, a whole lot of chaos in this one. Definitely NWSL After Dark vibes. But even down a player, even with having to make a change at goalkeeper midway through, the Reign would be thrilled to get out of here with this 2-0 victory. They aren't looking for a third goal. Eugénie Le Sommer will just dribble it to the side and earn her team a throw-in and some more time ticking off the clock. Given away to Kansas City, but with a little over a minute left, I don't think OL Reign mind all that much. Danny Weatherholt, formerly with the Orlando Pride, came over in 2019. A throw on the way for Kansas City. Likely the final minute of this match. Sent forward. Diederich comes out and picks it up with ease. Very composed since coming in a difficult position.
She's looked very confident. She's looked calm. She's looked cool, collective. You can see her giving that vocal communication. She hasn't made any huge saves, but she hasn't put a foot wrong either, and that builds confidence in a goalkeeper and into your back line.
Obviously, Buadi picking up the red will be suspended for next match, so we'll likely see Diederik start next week as well. And building the confidence in this game certainly rolls over, or can roll over into next week.
Exactly.
Final seconds of this one. Barnhart, maybe she'll score. There is the final whistle, though.